Okay, here is a video. I think I'm going to try to do three different types of problems here because they're all measures of center, mean, median, and mode. We'll start with the mean. Um, Again, most calculators do have a button, that you could just, highlight those and, different ways of doing it depending on the calculator. Here, if you just, you can use yours and just type those in a list. If you had a TI and hit the mean command with it, and it'll calculate the mean. If you're using this calculator here, again, we just send the data to the calculator. Notice there's no command here to find the mean. Okay, so uh, technically, if you wanted to do it on your calculator, you could. You just have to type all those numbers in. Um, the easy way of doing this one here is to, and I didn't go over summation notation. I'm assuming you saw that in pre-calculus. If you need any assistance with that, but I mean, this is the Greek letter sigma, and it's just going to add up all the data points here. That's what the X represents, the individual observations, which would be these six numbers. And so uh, essentially the mean is we just add all those numbers up and divide by how many numbers we have. And here we have six observations. So I'm going to add those up very quickly. And I could have just typed them all in, using the plus sign here, but this is probably the easiest way of doing it. We click that button and notice how it says it's going to add all those up. We hit equals, it finds it 61. And then I can go ahead and hit my division button and then hit divided by 6. And there you have it. Okay. And so, the one thing you got to be careful with here, because ALEKS is being ALEKS, right, in terms of the little nuances. It says, if necessary, round your answer to the nearest tenth. So make sure you're rounding correctly. That would give us a 10.2. And, I just clicked the solve button there to go ahead instead of typing the number in. Okay. So there's one with the mean. I think all these are pretty much the same and follow. You'll get something similar to this. If we go to the other measure of tendency, which is the median, all right, I'm just going to go ahead and click on it and find one of those examples. And so the median is the data point that is in the center of all of the observations, if I rank them from lowest to highest. And so notice it does give you an option to send it to an Excel file, and sometimes there are problems that will be doing that in the future as well. Since we're using the calculator here, if you wanted to, you can, I'll just kind of leave that up to you and let me know if you have any questions. There's probably a median command in Excel, I'm sure there is, but so for here, we're going to just send it to the calculator. We're going to go ahead, and this command's really nice here, this sort command. And notice it'll put them from highest to lowest. Okay, so now all I need to do is just count how many observations I have, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, remember, we said the median, if you read up on that in the textbook and, in the examples of the problems, or you can, again, use this explanation button here. It'll actually, go ahead and show you that, how this is calculated, and there's an explanation. But what it does is it asks you to go ahead and we're going to go back to the question here. Pick either the middle number, but you can't pick the middle number if there's an even number of observations like we have here. And so what you would have to do is go and pick the middle two numbers and then average those. So they just so happen to be a 13 and a 13. And regardless of what these are, you just take these two numbers, add them together, and then divide by 2. And then you are going to get your median. Okay. So remember, if you do the explanation, and I don't think it gives you credit for that, because obviously, we're gonna, like I said, be. It's just going to give you another problem, which is fine. So, but if you, I think sometimes it's good to do the explanation just to, get a feel for stuff. So, so again, just to review real quickly here, if we send that data to the calculator and then we go ahead and sort it, and then we're sitting there, okay, now we, like I said, we counted up, I can't even remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we go to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth and sixth, those are the middle two. Add 13 and 13 together, 26, divide by 2, get 13. There's my solution. Okay, that's how you would have done that one. Okay, and all right, so lastly, we'll do the last type of problem here for measures of center, which is the mode. And remember, the mode is the one that occurs most often. And, you can see here it's going to be 5, but just, kind of to get into the procedure here, the technique, let's just go ahead and use the sort command here. That way it's going to be real easy to count. Notice we have a couple of 3s here, a couple of 7s, but clearly here we have 4 5s, and therefore that is going to be the mode. Okay, so there you are with your centers of spread, or I'm sorry, centers of measurement. Let me see, measurements of center. I think I got that right that time. And that's how you do all those. So we'll be back here again with another video.